Everybody knows the Yaksta as the artist. But before the world knew Yaksta, who was Kamal Martin growing up in St. Mary?
I was just a youth, that had a vision, I was always jovial, to be honest, He's a hustler, How that yak? Yeah, man, the beast is back. No pussy test, none defeat me. We never really use the word hustler still, but you understand, it's a Roman term, Yeah, man, you don't know me as a hustler, see me. I've always been an artist. Bang blood clot, I became a farmer over time. Someday, this world will respect me. Based on the traditions that surrounded me, but nonetheless, still, I've always been a visionary. A man with many vision. An individual who truly believes in himself and his purpose. That's the reason why certain things always, tend to fall in place for me. I always wanted the music, Music was always a part of what I wanted to do when I was younger. I never knew that I would become this big, to be honest, because I was lacking of resources and opportunities, but nonetheless, I made it. Hey, yeah. That's push loader. See, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Chacha made me a millionaire. Couple houses, some millions there. Thank God.
The great Yaksta. How you doing?
I'm doing tremendously well, my lady. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. I love how you're in your element and you're letting me see the great sunshine.
Yeah, well, sunshine is for us, Yeah, man.
Yeah, but me can't see your fully though. I can only see your pretty teeth them.
You know what I mean? I'm on a black top, I'm on a glasses and a green top. You're not seeing me completely. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Then try to make me a millionaire.
So first, I want to thank you for saying yes to be on the Deceit platform. I really appreciate it. And secondly, congratulations on your album. This is interesting that your album's called The Mic Saved Me, because my magazine's called Mirror to the Mic. And the phrase that I've been using lately is they tried to silence me, so I built a mic. So I feel like this conversation is needed in this time because there's so much going on in society. The moment that you open your mouth and you talk about something that needs to be talked about, the world wants to jump on your back and talk about, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to get up to the time. The time has changed. So when you say the mic saved me, it resonates with me because this platform saved me.
To be honest, it wasn't really the platform saved you, The platform is you. You're just using a technology that you think is a platform, but the platform is you. Because if you have the same setup without you, the platform makes no sense. You are the platform. You have to remember, the currency of energy really and truly aligns with the individual who is on it. Are the protagonists behind the platform, are about the platform. So hence, most times individuals tend to always give, accreditations or credit to entities separate from them when they are the entity, because you are the brand, you are the thought, you are the motion behind of it. So really and truly, you saved you, not the platform. Yeah, man.
Tell me about the title of your album. Why did you call it The Mic Saved Me?
Well, the title, The Microphone Saved Me, because it actually did. Black men have strength, but silent voices. And most of us are actors, are a character that is placed in a position in society that you innately create by mimicking something that you once see. An industry that we don't really see as a plantation, but as a platform, quote unquote, to free yourself from slavery, which we never did. Because the moment a person can put a stamp on your money and clamp all your wealth that you worked hard for, based on living on a land that they claim that is theirs, then you're literally a privileged slave that you think you're adding to society, but you're not. If a person can dictate what you do with your own car that you work hard for buy, and tell that you have a license and insurance to drive on the road, and you have to buy the gas to put into the car, will come from out of the hurt, and then you have to pay for that car monthly, then you have to pay for this insurance yearly, it's not your car. You're a slave to that car that you think you own. And until you can buy certain things cashed with equity, you will never ever really and truly have that power, that prowess to advocate on yourself freely. Because there's no such thing as freedom. There's a thought of it. But the mere fact that you have prison that is only designed for people who's poor and impoverished, then society really and truly is not a place for people who think that they're free. We have forgot bush to live, sadly. But none of us want to live in the bush. We have to run up and down with the dog, them and the animal live up in the hills. Because for once you live in any somewhat of civilization, then you're owned by a particular individual that you don't even know. That dictates what you listen, you eat, you sleep, where you go. We're a part of their matrix. These roads are maps to where to find these slaves. So when you think that you're free, we're not. If somebody can dictate to you in your own household how to live it and how to run it, and tell you how your marriage is supposed to structure, and you believe that structure, then you're not free. You're thinking based on what you were taught. That's why when a person comes and do the opposite, the same people that they try to free becomes enemy. Because they're so poised to the prison that the prison becomes their palace. They don't see beyond that wall. You know? So, real and truly, my queen, the microphone saved me because it did. It's my reality, you know? I sang songs that I felt was needed. I spoke mantras and my truth, unapologetically so. It may be offensive to many, but the truth always offends, but it purifies though, you know? So, yeah.
The truth always offends, but it purifies. That is true. And you said black men are powerful. They're strong, but they're silenced.
Yeah, like, you see the
And I
power of
find
black man.
yes, and it's funny because I had this conversation the other day. A lot of black women where we're supposed to stand by our black men and lift them up, we don't. Where we're
Yeah,
supposed to
because
acknowledge them inside the household and in our children's life, we don't. Why do you think that happens so much, especially in the Jamaican culture?
it's not Jamaican culture, it's black culture of the predator lies with the power of the female. Because she can use her beauty and her sexuality to control your morality and your mentality without even knowing. You subscribe to love without even understanding because men truly love that's why them that woman when she leave him. Because him take her as him prized possession. You become his property. And that is divinely so by nature. That is the reason why you have domestic violence. But when a man is brought up in a broken home and all he sees is the grading of a female or of the male, he becomes that. Unless his mind is powerful enough
Yeah.
to retrack, you know, and see precedence in his own people. The thing, what they never really teach black people is that black males naturally are polygamous. And I've seen it in every single man. And nature doesn't lie. We're a part of nature. And the females goes for the most powerful man, or the one that is aligned to her goals. Because naturally every woman sought after the guy who can potentially bring a future to her and her family. Or make you survive. You were built to survive. Either by yourself, but mostly by a man. That's the reason why a woman tend to like an individual that more taller penis, more powerful structure, a more powerful mind, or a bad boy. Because women like to feel protected. Your essence is much more diverse than a man, you know. But your physicality have limitations. That's why you latch on to the more physical structure or towering structure of a man. So the more manly a man is the more powerful a female because she know her decisive techniques and mechanism to control. Because if you really take it, men just want simple things and sex. But a woman keep desiring things of material all the time. We gather material just to please you. That's why a man get money and give it back to woman because now really it doesn't money not really have much use, you know.
Happy Father's Day in a chamber. Happy Father's Day, West. And to myself and all trying fathers.
We know that everybody knows the artist. Everybody knows the Yaksta as the artist. But before the world knew Yaksta, who was Kamal Martin growing up in St. Mary?
I was just a youth, you know, that had a vision, you know. I was always jovial, to be honest, you know. He's a hustler, you know. We never really use the word hustler still, you know, but you understand, it's a Roman term, you know. Yeah, man, you don't know me as a hustler, same way. I've always been an artist. You know, I became a farmer over time based on the traditions that surrounded me. But nonetheless, still, I've always been a visionary. You know, a man with many vision, an individual who truly believes in himself and his purpose. That's the reason why certain things always, tend to fall in place for me, because I'm just a country youth with a vision. I always wanted the music, Music was always a part of what I wanted to do when I was younger. I never knew that I would become this big, to be honest, because I was lacking of resources and opportunities, but nonetheless, I made it. I made a way for myself. I left country every single day coming to Kingston, pursuing my dreams. Whether I was bashed or, you name it. It's like my reality of being Yaksta is a very interesting story, and that's the reason I'm doing a documentary,
Now, you brought that up about becoming Yaksta.
Yeah.
Give me a little piece of what that documentary looks like for you.
So it's like it is an autobiography of where I started from to where I'm at now. But I wasn't documenting all these years being an artist. So since I became 32, I was like, all right, it's time to make a transition. It's time to become more media friendly. So I reached out to Judith and said, Judith, you know what? I'm gonna start listening. Cause me not nice to them. Never used to listen to them.
You're gonna listen, eh?
No, I'm
Tough-headed,
not
not true.
Yeah. I never used to listen to them. I'm not gonna lie. Like she always say, you need more media visibility. Yes, you have the songs, and the songs are nice, but I was like, oh, I'm telling Judith, if them want to listen to the tune, then we listen to the tune, man. Me just go on there. So, but it's like she was always saying that you have so much for Hafa.
Happy Father's Day in a chamber. Happy Father's Day, West.
Why don't you just get into the media? Because really and truly with Roar, I wasn't planning to do no media run. It was Judith. It was all Judith's idea, to be honest. So big up Judith. She came and she said to me, say, yo, all right, let's do this. You have a story and I want the world to hear it. And, we launch off there, and then I was saying to her that, yo, I need to start documenting all these things, making it. I want this to be the next, to be a blueprint for the next generation of ghetto youths. Because of them I can relate to mostly. Because I'm a ghetto youth. So I wanted to show them that it's not all glitz and glam. You have days and time you have 1,000 million people calling me and feel frustrated. You have days and time you have a record and my friend them call me to start cuss. Like human stuff, things that people normally omit from them thing,
My friend, tell him your problems. Only he can change it.
Yeah, and it's like show you them to see man, not because you might choose a faith and you're walking in militants means you can't be authentic self, because some people feel like so Rasta man never cuss bad word and Rasta man never like girls in a G-string and Rasta man never like girls are sexy. Yeah, man, sometimes girl man just dolly down. But burn the white ears there, Yeah, and the white man them follicles what them tell them to put on head. But I mean the girl them put dolly down and nice out. Because a man you like to look on the girl them and say the girl them nice, I come to you and say, what you mean, baby? Go through. And you're not looking them.
Yeah, you look good, mama.
Good, yeah, mama. You think up, man, I have to. So it's like these things have to be a part of or should also be a part of who you are. Like never really hide the true self. I think people can't connect with fakes, because most people come on TV and then pretend to be something that they are not. And then in real life, they get a different version. And it means it's just as real as they get it. We tell about the parts. You understand?
Yeah.
But still loving, me jovial, I have this, I'm just grumpy. You know when I don't want to talk. Because I don't want to talk, I get really extremely quiet, Yeah. But the other days now, I just talk, I'm just hold a vibration,
I love that you said that. And again, I want to say big up Judith, because Judith is one of the realists that you will meet. And when Judith said do something, trust her, because she will never stray you wrong. But you talk about authenticity, and I found that to be true. A lot of times we see these celebrities, we see artists, and it looks like glitz and glamour. And the younger youths are saying, okay, well, they look all put together, so am I supposed to be a certain way? Forgetting the authentic side of themselves.
Yeah.
So I love that you said that, because I've seen that with my own self. Like sometimes we wake up miserable and grumpy. I'm human. Sometimes I cuss bad word. And there's this thing between Christianity. I don't look like it. Not true. Me can't cuss a good bad word.
No, man, everybody have to cuss bad word. Bad word for cuss more time, man. Bad word release enough things. You have to tell a man about things parts and to be clat, man. I have to chat
But you know what's so funny, Yaksta? Even the young kids, like my daughter, she loves Jamaica. She's waiting for us to say we're moving back tomorrow. So she'll ask, can I say and we're like, yeah, express yourself. And people, her grandparents would be like, you can't make it pit them at cuss bad words, so Christianity. And I'm like, but it's an expression.
See, Christianity is the next thing, It took the African from Africans.
by giving them a principality that never aligned to Africans. And that's the reason we keep confusing ourselves. Because everybody else's God look like them. You understand? And even and just saying person, because there's so much history that was hidden. Because yes, I've read a lot of books. And enough of them make sense, but there's a sense that makes sense and there's an actual sense that makes sense.
Right.
You know?
And they're still trying to hide a lot of history from us and get rid of the books and wipe out
Yeah.
the videos that are there so we don't know our history. But Yaksta,
Yeah.
there's an uproar on social media, as you know right now, about the new
Yeah.
Yaksta that they want to call it. People
Yeah.
are saying you sound angry, rebellious, and
Mhm.
controversial.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
when
yeah.
I listen to your music and I see you in interviews, I see a man, you're yourself, but now you're tired. You're tired of the stuff that you're seeing, and now you need to rise up and say, no, we need to stop it.
The thing with it is that most people are hypocrites. And most people cuss sufferers but like to see you suffer. You know, most people hate to see progress.
Mm-hmm.
And we all see these things. I won't even make it about even what is going on social media.
Mm-hmm.
But there's seriousness in things in entirety. There's hypocrisy in the industry, and it is now at the forefront, which they all know, but nobody is brave enough to be vocal because nobody wants to be cancelled. You understand?
Yeah.
And by fearing being cancelled, many people become silent. Me spend my own money, me do my own thing in the business about a man. But when a man ever turn to me now and tell me personally, say, yo, you need to fall in line or we not let through Yaksta cause him not ready. Then real and truly me go warrior. You have to bother than me then to tell me I'm not ready. You know. That's true me a
Yeah.
Rasta man, man a punk.
Yeah.
Every line I have a fight for them kingdom, you know.
Say them a rasta still a walla in. Do not make you lion roar.
And this time is not about money because it's not like I'm poor. I'm not poor. I'm far, 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 far from that, to be honest. What I never really like is the fact that you will go out of your way to try to prevent an youth from climbing. Or you might dictate on the behalf of who you think fits reggae. Because an individual create a particular regime. And if I link with some chopper youth or some youth who sing chopping music or power with them as a Rasta man, you bash the youth them. But how will they know the right if they're in the wrong and no one from the right is in the wrong with them teaching them the right? And what I've learned sometimes, judging an individual based on their preference of choice sometimes can also be misleading.
Yeah.
Because we can talk the uncomfortable too. And we can talk things that people may not want to hear. But you have straight and lean people who is also genuine individuals. Because I've
Yes.
seen people from all different walks, even homosexuals the same way. But I'm just not gonna mix up with it.
Right.
Because I understand. But I've
Yeah.
seen genuine souls that people don't classify as lean or wouldn't classify as lean. But we see them with good intentions. It's just that the choice of sexuality may not align with what I'm doing. So the frequency might rattle or tilt upon the vision we basically have. It don't mean a boy a man to take up him gun and go kill them off. They're human beings nonetheless. You understand? They have their own choice. But the frequency is just not right for the family. The morality will be degraded because the frequency is going against nature. And from you go against nature, real and truly, you go against yourself. Because reproduction is the basis of every single thing or every organism living on this light. Me tell you something, man. Nothing to me that when time look up on a woman and you don't know my woman that she come out and she well daddy down and comes up and have a nice time and she come in, come mash up all the bed, you know, so alright, mama, hold the money and go on. And then nothing go. Yes, some mother come go like some man to talk the truth. I go them to go along the rest. You know nothing go. We talk it as is, mama. We
Yeah.
not pretty up nothing, mama. And not because we are some rasta, it means that I come and say, I bless. I would me never really born at the time, me still I learn.
Still
So if me
learning.
say dog and charge and me kill it, I just weed that. You get me? I
Yeah.
grow
Yeah.
around that every single day. So why does it not come in, come get me the whole list of the door? Me a false king. I have so much faults. Me have to
Yeah.
fix myself every single day as me go as me grow. Me have to, cause if me and a brethren I say, you know, say you tend to listen, and all of my friends them say the same thing, then that means I'm real. Now listen. Because if every single friend around me saying the same thing for over the years growing up, then means I'm not listen. So sometimes I start listening, I start tell a lot of things that they were saying was true.
Right.
Some people can't admit to them reality. That yes, you off up or you fuck up or whatsoever. Just admit the thing, G.
Just
It's not
admit it.
about
And
that.
it's
Yeah.
and it's funny you use the word uncomfortable because I think a lot of them are scared. So they label you as angry because they just want I I think they label you as angry because they really want to misunderstand you instead of really listening to what you're saying to understand.
No,
Like
man.
there's
Like,
one thing in hearing it, but really listening and understanding are two different things.
I threw them fish out. Straight. I tell you. Nothing else.
I
Story
think,
come to
you know
Bob,
what,
man.
you talked
Yeah.
about opinions, and it's funny, we don't have to agree with what people do, but like
Yeah.
you said, there are genuine people.
Yeah, no, but we can't talk as Jamaican. And when I say disrespectful term. When it's a fish out, you know what Jamaican mean.
Of course, I know. I'm Jamaican, you know, Yaksta, no bother
Yeah,
with
man.
that.
Yeah, man, I know that. Now watch this. The thing with it is that when a person is guilty and they're making something from something that they know, real and truly, a lot of society don't accept, then they become defensive. Because that now is an attack to their breadbasket, which I also understand. But this is what them want this is what them need to know. That not every youth will be rise that will rise, will adhere and conform to certain type of stipulations that you may imply. Not every single thing aligns with that person, like morals. It's like my style is a custom every day. You say can't dress better. Me not be this, me not want me dress up. Me just can't dress. What you want me do? Me just cannot dress. So me just can't dress. I hear you. So dress me.
Yeah.
You get me? I say, because if it's up to me, I put on anything. Purple tam, green, color shoes. Cause me just
Yellow
yeah.
pants.
And yellow pants, that is me. Yeah, I understand. Me just cannot dress. I mean, it's a business. So
Yeah.
because me have to be the star now for everybody, come dress me.
Come
But some
dress
people
me.
can't be themselves, queen. You get me? I say? Them
Yeah.
can't start them truth. And that's the reason I can just flow. Because really and truly, me not have nothing to hide. Me don't really care about what a person might say about me and them things. Because at the end of the day, all right, even when I go on social media, me can give me honest opinion. I pay laugh, me I laugh. Because me know say, me just go do my thing. Through my manager, them link me. And there's a rasta
Yeah.
version reach out to me. So I know say them use everything to try to get that. But the fire burning.
Fire
Or because
burning.
fire burn, yeah. So they might do everything to take me down now.
Yeah.
So
They're under
is
the
it
fire. So now they're
yeah,
gonna try to come and team up and pull you down and say, no man,
yeah, man.
Yaksta no belong here, so what do you
Yeah,
do?
man. So, because what I know is a Rasta man grum too, Remember, it's Bob Marley place. So you have to say, everybody over there said at the same thing then. Because well, I was in a Bob Marley place. You understand? I wasn't the only person. And a man called me. I say, yo, come me, I beg you for come. I did it for free. It wasn't a pay thing for me. I just came there with the bingy them. I'm making my bingy bridging and them strength. And Sharon Burke called me like them. Reach out to Sharon Burke and say, Sharon Burke, more Yaksta over Bob Marley Museum. And then Miss Prendergast. And there was an next lady, Carlene, and Chocobar. They asked me for a favor. But I know say because me drop the bomb now and store come to bomb and the ancestors wake up now, then send them minions to me. But I have something for them, man. I have something. Yeah, man.
They plan up, man. They said, all right, me see you over there, so no,
Yeah,
me go
man.
put
Bomb
together a
him.
story
Yeah,
and throw it out there. That's what
but
they're doing.
yeah, man, but me take it bomb. Coming up for the for joke. But nonetheless, but I never know. Because everyone is there.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something now, fun and joke aside. It shows me where the society is. It shows me the hypocrisy amongst us. It shows me how partial the fire can be amongst individuals, even with locks and without locks. It shows me that some people will burn certain people because they have less, but adhere and conform to one who have more, because everybody wants to be somebody. Sadly, we are all cloud chasers. If I want to have a platform, I put on a platform and I ask for an interview out there, you chat for views. So, newsflash.
Chaser.
Yeah, yeah?
Man or clout chaser?
No, man. What's the psychology behind a message, Queen?
Come no, go on.
It means you have to run on a person for cloud.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to get your product where it needs to get to, you need cloud. You need attention. Attention is cloud. So them use cloud to be the degrading name for attention. Make it don't want attention. Because if you don't want cloud and them have the cloud, then you don't get no attention. But if you have the cloud, you get the attention. So them call the attention cloud to degrade you. But yeah, man. Me then I panto, man. Since then I pan with attention and cloud, me the vice the same. Me be the villain. They can't tell me anything. I have no shame, but I can tell you this. I'm a man of dignity and they know.
Yeah.
Me's a youth will never ever come. All right. On my tours, I foot all the bills for my tours. I've never gotten a label backing and those type of things. The 2 deals that I got played against me. One from one previous manager and the next one from a young mistake. None of those played out in my favor. I held my torch and I walk until my turn. No. When I made the debut back with Roy, it seems like it ruffled a lot of feathers. And that's when I realized how dense the lies are in this industry. And I can't take off my glass and make you know, Queen. You see
Yes, I
me?
get to see your eyes.
Yeah. You see me, come on, Martin. Honestly, Empress. For certain things that people like look forward to in the industry, I don't. If I go through my whole career and never get a Grammy, it's okay with me. When you have most individuals like tend for always wish for the materials of it. What I love about the era before our era and the era before the era, before that era that I loved, was they were hoping to be somebody, and they became immortal. The essence of that was much more true because there was a lack of a lot of things. They never had the platforms that we have that we could connect with every individual worldwide. They never have the power of YouTube, so they were fully controlled, tailored, and patented as products. And to be frank, all those productivity of that product went on to somebody else's family while they sang and collect scraps, knowing nothing about publishing. They have our industry myriads of times. And the biggest is us. Is when you know the detriment of what the industry is and the invaders from outside will come in here and does, and then you do it to the next generation freely. You buy the cars, the house, and then you left them to suffer. Then they call them mad. Nobody not go mad me. Me mad uno first. Yeah. I'd rather be the villain than be liked by everybody. The truth sometimes make a lot of people uncomfortable. You know? And a lot of people that we thought that really and truly had your interest at heart don't. The media, the same thing. I know. That means I try to find a story for this get viral and or tear me down. They don't care one less ounce about who I am or what I do.
Yep.
But you access a story now, and I want a piece of story. That's why selectively sometimes you have to know the platforms that you choose. And most times as an individual, I rather give a young black woman a feature opposed to any big entity. Because most times the big entity normally tends to cause controversy. They divide. Because they think that publicity is the only way to create traction. And negative things does create traction because the world is political. So you see you look a pretty face now, my lady. Me just want you focus.
You made me cry when you said that because, like you said, me, little black woman, I'm trying to do something. A lot of people, they want you for interviews because you're the new thing right now. You're
Yeah.
being talked about. The clout is there. But
Yeah,
when I
man.
reached out to Judith, I wanted to know the man,
Yeah.
who Yaksta is. Because a
Your
lot of people
wording.
they don't get to see that. What they see is, yes, you came out with a song and they don't like what you said in the song. But I want to
Yeah.
know who you are because I know what you're saying is the
Yeah.
truth. And what I'm trying to teach my children is that they can use the same teachings that we're teaching them now to sharpen their children so that they know and don't let them wash their brains.
You see, in order to evade this brainwash, we have to also teach them outside the school that teaches them. Because the school don't teach them to love themselves. The school don't teach them to honor their parents. They say it, but if you look on the curriculum, it teaches you how to be a slave and be obedient. Just imagine people telling that they break a law, but they break the law the same days. You look up a scam of a scam, but they scam millions and then bother the same scam of them with the police force. Jamaica's a big plateau of piracy. It's a thieving ground. You tell me, say, one man own this entire piece of land. How much in acres of drive Ghana, St. Elizabeth go around, owned by one man. I saw him rich.
Right.
These are the things that we need to look into as a society. Just as how people, harness minerals and resources from out of the soil queen, and the same thing them come harness culture from the culture, and the culture is us. But if you pacify the fire of Jamaica, you pacify the fire of the world. It takes me telling the world as a Rasta man to bang the line and bam up the white Jesus lies and point out the atrocities that is going on over 80. And that, so it's like, it just showed me the hypocrisy of us. And let me show you why I said that. You look past all the other things that is quote unquote degrading from stars that you think is bigger than I am. But because I am on the rise, who is you now to come say this? How dare you say this? A lie. Then me and I go war till the dead then, because me only come from the same basket, you know. Remember, all of we are crap. I think I want to crap. I shall war with Uno then, because none of them never silence me.
Mhm.
Because every silent star I know have mental trauma. They're mad people over time. Because they never use their youth to exude their truth. So when them see it in somebody else, they hate it. The jealousy is from a place of love. But because they never translate using their vessel, they hate they hate worse if it's successful. Them have got 20,000 times more hate it.
Mhm.
But you see, let me show you something, Queen. It's even the reference with the media. You can tell a person's intention based on how them structure their wordings. Your literature was on point and to the point. I know what you wanted. You introduced what you did, what you about, what you don't like to achieve. Yeah, man. So you see, based on the literary devices that you use to structure that epistle, I say, yo, Judith, confirm the Empress. There's thousands of them in the email, thousands. So you see, the thing with it is, love, use your platform to the best of your ability and be yourself. Your people will find you. Every single day you get up, I tell you a trick where you never know. Your mind is your environment is your mind, because every single thing is your mind. The tree where you climb is a part of your mind. That's why you must learn to talk to the trees. Sometimes when you're angry, instead of you talk to your friend, you go outside and lay down on the ground and talk to the ground. It doesn't speak back to you with words, but it speaks back to you through frequency, because it is alive. Tree grows from the ground. It simply means that it's also alive like you. The water flows, not because it's a flow, because the water is alive. You understand? So if you speak, if you tell the water to heal me, so for instance, you have a yeast infection, just saying that,
Mhm.
and you go to the river, and say, river, I'm asking you for 7 days to heal me. And you do that every single morning consistently. It does respond. Because miracle is a thought. You have people who have cancer who heal their mind, who heal their body with their mind by telling themselves that they don't have no cancer and apply the levity. So my 2 cents to you now as a queen, many people going to say no, but every no is a yes. Always remember, every big star is inspiring the next big star. Find the next big star. If the big star them not interview you, I give them platform to talk. Because most people feel like a question is not valid because they are here. But if you're here and a person is here, and the person is here, aspire to be here. Since we say unity and love, why don't help she what they here to come here? But we lack that. We learn to look on each other as our enemy. I'm poor. She can't get me nowhere. You have your own fans. You have people. If I have somebody listen to your podcast, that seven person, no 7 person who know 7 person who know 7 person. And every reference is the next number up. So you see, you're going to see this as a normal you. It's a normal you. There's nothing me not have that. I just love farming, I love animal, I like God bush, I love river. You understand? Me and my girl power most times. You get me? I say, I'm a bridging them. It's the same thing. And then when I Sabbath time, I go check my Rasta bridging them. We burn whole heap of ganja and chat fuckery. And then we cook, we eat our food, we war, we cuss each other with malice, we friend back. It's every normal thing like everybody do. I am no better than I know. It's that normal human being. I don't know, like, what is me must do? Like, they expect me to act super special. Like, yeah, you done they heard them, mama, what do you want me to do?
Do you think black men are allowed to heal, or they just simply are just supposed to survive?
No man is allowed to heal. We are allowed to provide. You know, the sad thing about being a real man, that's a real man if you have a real woman. The world don't show black man compassion. We are the hated, the most hated of all pack, and the most sought after in a negative light as well. And when I say the most sought after in a negative light, I actually mean that. We are told to be a man from our boy.
Mhm.
We're told to always be tough. And when there's a father, everybody expect nothing to give back.
Mhm.
So you have to expect that and just know say being a real man is crying alone, walking alone, building alone, getting only happy Father's Day. You won't get celebration. Maybe if you don't have the money, no one will show up. It's like being alive, you're being crucified just to be alive. So if you don't have money and you don't have some good friends or maybe a good empress around you who will actually look out for you, you're going to suffer. That will always be the last. But the first person that everyone will run come to survive or to solve a problem. You know? We're not valid. until you're dead. Like real men get their flowers when they die. Sorry. Sadly, you know? Yeah, man. So
So guess what?
yeah.
I'm giving you your flowers today, and
Isaac.
physically you're gonna receive your flowers from me because you deserve it. And it's time for black men to know how valued they are.
Yeah,
Because
man.
at the end of the day, we can say that you guys are not valuable in the home, but you guys are. You're valuable to society.
Yeah.
Every day you guys are complimenting us. Every day you guys are helping us to thrive. So think about it that way. I'm
Yeah.
giving you your imaginary flowers right now.
Thank you. I'm receiving
Receive
it.
them.
Yeah, man, I'm receiving them
Receive
love,
it.
man. Trust me. I'm a bit believe me to this. Like, honestly, Empress, it's not expected, but when given, it's appreciated, but we appreciate love it.
Yeah.
You know? And let me tell you something. I had to suffer to reach where I'm at, but I wouldn't want it any other way. Because that taught me how to be a man. My father never did. But they can say, my son have a man in his life when he can call upon and call him daddy. Because me only exist for just my little clan. Like nothing else at all around it does matter, you know? The queen is always gonna be honored, you know? And without a good mother, and I can say my kids have a wonderful mother. It is the best time to be black. It's our time now.
It's our
And yeah,
time now.
yeah, man, you know, a lot of people might want to tear down what I'm doing, but it's okay. I need enemies. Everybody can like me. I mean,
No.
I tell the straight, so, you know. Me say youth and I know say like me, you know, it give me a little joy, you know, because I can I'm pressed about this.
just poke the bear, right?
Yeah, man, you know. You know, say they like, man, they like, me can't fight until the dead, man. You know, so here you go. But it is never a point where actually they want to see somebody failure. Even if they wish that for me. Yeah, because I know what it is for wish somebody bad. And it happened and it actually happened to them.
Yeah.
Because I've heard people cast spells using words, you know, that became a reality in my life. So, you know, I never make that a point of my duty to appoint that to an next person. The person if I really want to see the detriment of me, you know, or the demise, I should say. But nonetheless, still, we learn how to navigate around these things because as an artist, I can't thin skin. I'm seeing heinous comments, man. Sometimes I have some people go to them, way, you know, come DM me the worst things, and I'm like, yeah, man. And sometimes I just fix them and I make them come back out like they say, Jano, you know.
You
Tell
should
them
never
something.
trouble him.
Yeah, but I'm in trouble, but you have to fix them sometimes, man, you know.
Yeah.
But different from that, reggae music needs back in life, you know. You need back the garrison, you need back the street, you need the ghetto music. And if you're not at the ghetto language, ghetto people not listen to you. You have to say, come here, girl. Hi there, darling. You look so pristine and beautiful. Look at me, ghetto. The brother too big for the man them Skull King. You better just want bang the line and drink from and boom and dance to some
Right?
music and escape them pressure. We are coming with too much big words. Metaphysics and chemical structures and I understand them things. I had to learn over the time that ghetto people. You say, all right, let's look on it. Put out 167 music from a bus. So much song that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, you know, spark some little conversation. But look on the one of them take.
Yeah.
The one that has vulgar, raw, raunchy, and fierce. Because that's their language. It is not subtle. Being poor is not subtle. The reality of being an impoverished, poor person, even though that's redundant because I same thing it mean, it tells you that your life only determines and how much money you make, because as long as you live, you will never be privileged with this law. And you see what the law do? Take poor people, turn them in a gang member and call them police and soldier, send them back into the garrison for further oppress you. Our little man basically can send them to school, pay 40, 60,000, 80,000 out of ticket. That's why lawlessness will never stop. Because
Yeah.
the world doesn't have laws. We create them. And in a country, or in any country, where the disenfranchised are the vast margin of people is not being fed, they will revolt eventually. Whether consciously or unconsciously. We have seen these things so many times. And I said if you say this, that you as a black woman, when you love yourself, I remember that the same way. And when you walk proud. Walk proud than anybody. You supposed to do that because your people went through all these things up to this day. So don't make nobody talk down to you. Talk down to who? Talk down to your man, your pa man,
But
your friend, them, you know. Yeah, man, a couple sometimes come talk down to me with this, your man. Talk to me with respect, you get respect. The moment you pass the place, then I go remind you to pass the place. I don't care about your money. Because me have love for myself. Me can't tell you something. You have days when you wake up and make $1 million. Still not bring you happiness.
Never.
You make me buy everything I want and make me live comfortable. But it also comes with misery. You have the beggars. You have the bad miners. You have the old longers. You must of them? You have the warriors. You have the dash of fires. And you have the one that will burn fire with them, burn you up with the same fire that help you burn with.
Yep, and the backbiter them.
And the backbiter them. And the backstabbers them dead. So every single thing that you think is easy comes with a curse. Me know more mad rich people than poor mad people.
Poor mad people.
Because they want to get out. The other one want to preserve from the takers. I remember the takers are more than the get-outers. Because the get-outers is also the takers. So even if I might talk some country terminology video or some code, I know you still understand what I'm saying.
From country to man.
Yeah, all right. Nonetheless, that is the reality that we face as individuals who goes through things like these. It is never subtle for we, ever. So yeah, man.
Yuck. I've been searching for you and you came back with the return.
Yeah.
V5 the countryman a come. Babby wrong side, push and fi run. V5 countryman a come. Well beat up and not long down run. Yak, yeah man, the piece is back. No pussy test, none defeat me not. You keep a little flat sharp with beating shot. See me spot but on the chop me I go need it black. Remember the whites them rich out of slavery. Bang your blood clot line with bravery.
That song shook a lot of people as we both know it.
Yeah.
And I think it also challenged them too. Did you know while recording the album? Of course you did. Not even I go about to ask, but you knew that it was going to be controversial. But were you expecting it to be this controversial?
No. Because I know most of the songs them is. You know, but I wasn't the one that most people was listening to at the time. To be honest, I still can't fathom. Like, honestly, I still can't fathom the damage the song has caused to society. Because it's not just Jamaica it click everywhere.
Everywhere. All here in Canada, yes.
Damn. So Yaksta, you support youth scamming, yeah? Members said them enforce farming, yeah?
So it's like, I'm like, damn. But let me tell you something about that song. The voice of the song, the half drunk and frass. Because I'm not telling you, at one time I was so depressed. Not through music, but just through like everything what happened. You know, like people just can't see it for you no more. Because all them see is just money. And like some days I just want to be a human being. Like some days I just want to sit there with my family and just want to say, alright, me eat a food and nobody just not bother me. But that's not my reality anymore because people do like me. And people want to be a part of it. And, you know, we can't turn on my fans in. So it's like, I had to come to one with the understanding that yo, you put yourself here, deal with it. And the betrayals is a part of your lessons and your tests. So, it's how you're going to deal with it. Is either going to keep complaining or you're just going to man up and face it. And I can tell you a thing.
Yeah.
Roar was there, you know, because Return wasn't a part of the album. And Trackstar sent me, no, Kemar Icon sent me a beat. And I met Trackstar same night. And it's like, same night he gave me the rhythm, I was just listening. And everyone went in because it was like about 1 o'clock in the night. So I called Kiri and I said, yo, Kiri, find something, you know. Mind you, when I find nothing. But when I have a feeling in my body, like feeling one, get out. But you see, when I was singing the song, there was one thing I remember. The frequency that it came out with was not mine. It is not easily replicated. Even when we try. It was a perfect tick. The song is a one tick. And I was like, damn. But then we never bother like the song. Then 2 weeks after, Trackstar sent me an edit and say, I saw the song supposed to stay. Mr. Trackstar, I know they just want a choir. And we do like 6 or 7 choirs. And we link Lime Murray. His vocals is what we use with some of the choir vocals. And then we put some AI on it. And when he sent it back to me, I said, boy, dancehall done now, you know. Dancehall done. Because this is the reggae, this is a dancehall will get a shook. And the magnitude of what it did in the first 2 nights surprised me. Because even with budgets like 60 grand US, I've never seen that in my career. Because me have songs I put money back on. That me just say a viral video. So when the people them choose it, it will be much more impactful than any label-driven machine. And you know, we just give thanks for all this queen, you know.
You know, you said the song's not easy replicated. It's just one and done.
Yeah, man.
And when I'm in, you hear my daughter trying to sing it, but I could feel it. I could feel that frequency. I can feel that energy.
Yeah.
Remember that the pussy them rich out of slavery. Like when you said that, felt it.
Yeah, but I'm not lie. Like people come tell me something for bang the line. I have the line for bang. Every day they see come
Line
and
for
teach
bang.
me. I mean, bang back the line, man, in the business. So true, me come out and say bang as a rasta man, it means I know me are the first man to bang. The them sing about bang every day, but true supposed to be the oldest of the door. We never sing nothing wrong. That is not wrong. Wrong I want to keep on slave people from the day before slavery, come through slavery, after slavery, and you still try to tell us the slavery not real, but nobody not free. Like we must always work all our dollars and give you a tax and call it law abiding citizen. I don't have been a law abiding citizen more. That now work out. I wake up every single day in a lock because the government take every single thing from me. You work all the normal paycheck for 100,000 or more, and when you're done, tax at 70,000. You walk back with 40 grand. That's robbery. For what? What me I pay for all them things? I mean, I use them.
Right.
You have to pay for road, and the road, I pay per toll now. God.
You know, people say some of the things that you said in the song was wrong, and now they label you as the boy and I respect God. I'm not a God and I am. But there's one line that everybody keeps attached to, and they just keep labeling you off of that one line. Blood God, now come save we. Elaborate for me. Because when I heard it,
God
to
help
be
those who
honest
help
with you,
themselves.
I wasn't offended and I understood it. But I want you to elaborate more for people to understand what you meant by that.
God help those who help themselves. You see, we live in a country where to this day I haven't seen the lies. Jesus never Zelle, nor PayPal, nor bank account. But the parcel on the offering pan from before my born until this day. In the name of Jesus. When the sister them sick in the church, or the brother them, they say, put the faith in God. When the church need anything, they send on the offering pan. The church was a place that is so holy. Why the same place condemn members of the church when they do wrong? There's certain terminology that they use to actually twist the imagery of Jah or God. And the reason I'm going to use Jesus is because it's whitewashed. I'm not against white people, but I'm against the thing that I'm do to my people. And if you're against my people, I'm against you. Brawling, me make you know. I have good white friends, but they know the truth.
Yep.
Them know the reality. Them know why them in it, nigga. Them know why certain things stick we off. It's because to this day, we are still in lack. Just imagine a black industry still owned by white people. And if I say certain things, they muzzle you and cancel you. It simply means that there are limitations to much what we can still say. But yet still, if a Trump walk out and say I'm going to bomb Liberia or bomb a school that work a baby night, it's nothing at all. Because black people is known as a sheep and white people is superior. And when they refer to beauty, they never refer to a black woman neither. But when they want model them clothes, what them go for? The darker pigment. When they want commercialize them brand, who do it? Black people, because black people have swag. Black people have the zeal and the zest to make anything cool. That's the reason why white people still come on and conform to the culture. It doesn't mean that they don't have a culture. But our culture is much more enticing. And they know these things. But because they know that we don't know and we're passive people, we are the only set of people that has never enslaved no farmer race yet. And Rasta can't carry don't even fly I'm shoot a bullet. People kill thousands in the name of Jesus. Millions. So it's not about hate and Christians. They don't cuss me. I just know black people in that, man. Let me go and dip up on them, man. I say go. I work with it. They can't diss me up any time. I love them same way. And I fans them. Cuss me for Jesus. But I not talk about him. Take the book them and read. Learn. Find out for myself. Some people say them find Jesus and Jesus save them. Fine. It's okay with me. I still understand. In the means, I tell you, hate a religion. And nobody can say me atheist. Because there has to be a creator. You understand? But do none of we have the knowledge of what it is. For no matter what we want for debate on, there's a lot of misinformation when it comes down to things like these. But God help those who help themselves. If Jesus they go save everybody in the church is not rich. everybody in the church would have pure, they wouldn't have negative thoughts. You believe in something we never see. They might still say I am everything, but at least you know it's a strong ancestry that was liberal and stood for black people. And every black people can save. Because Africa big. You get me I say?
Yep.
But he have done divine things that people, give him the respect of. You know who I got them to? My mother and my father. And the people them around me who also in my fans them to see me. Because I can see them. They remind me daily. But innately there's a divine because I feel it. Me know what God is in. It's overstanding the true self. It's following the calling of nature. Nature of God to save me. And if Jesus was a black man who walked the earth, big up him. But them whitewash him so many times and demonize him imagery for monetary gains.
I'm glad that you clarified that too, even when you said that it's not that you despise or hate white people. You despise what they did to us and what they continue to do to us.
Yeah, because it's like you keep on always want to give the cheapest things them. And then you know the big guap. And they laugh off of my people because my people fool too. They must sell out the entire generation for anything at all because they want to live the best.
Mm-hmm.
But just imagine, you feed babies to crocodile in the name of Jesus. You sex off black man by your plantation in the name of Jesus. But because we're so blinded by the grace, we don't realize that faith sometimes can move the mountain of lies that they instill in you. Why is it that when you travel the world, at a certain place Jesus there? Same thing go for Rastafari. Same thing for Hinduism. Same thing for Buddhism. It simply means a group of people have a doctrine and how they worship their faith. But some faith is appointed from a next race to one. Anywhere a superior race colonized, you get them God. If Africa they colonize Jamaica, or real Africans, you don't find African gods here. But because we always want to fit in, and I'm going to tell me say I be in nonsense me attack and Yaksta mad and everything because enough people just tend to always not want to research and enhance them knowledge. And that's the reason why we don't grow. The same man who gave the church, why not coming out every Sunday? See, I tell me say him build the church in the name of God and walk well with it, and God will send him. You have to remember this, man. Every church latches on to school and prison. It's a part of
So
the
let me
system.
ask you, you just said it that people are going to say that you're mud.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you said before in an interview that you're still learning about the Rastafarian culture, and we're human. We're growing every day. There's no way that you could just be on this earth and not grow and change.
Mm-hmm.
What made you become a Rastafarian?
To be honest, I've tried the walks of being a Muslim. I've tried the walks of being a Christian. We grew up in church. Even I hide from it every Sunday. Because I just never like the white man in the skirt. I say, why am I having a dress? I'm going to put him on, like Pastor have a tuxedo and him have a dress. I'm it's a long time picture. Nobody in the time in the camera. Oh, it's a long time picture. Put him on in our proper clothes and take off the dress thing now for a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then when I was reading the book one Sunday, it says, suffer the little kids, children to come unto me. So I'm go down a dictionary now, I'm sure them suffer. And I get pay beating this Sunday too, Yeah, I say, yeah, blasphemy, I say, he not suffer. Suffer business, So it's like, me just realize that it's the only thing that is closest to being black. We can actually, date our reality with his. We see these things. But human beings tend to believe in something that is mythical, opposed to something that they can say is physical until that physical becomes mythical. Bob Marley never becomes immortal until he becomes a mythical thing to the next generation. Our entity. Coming on one call Bob Marley thing. You understand? Respect to Bob. So I'm correct that. And when I say mythical, he is a god now that many people only see vicariously through music, our screens, our branding. But to many people, he was a god walking earth. Bob Marley, enough people God. So it's like anybody can just get up and find something and say, oh, that's my God. And then believe it and can start a whole movement. The cruises and all this thing, they have to read about them things the same way. We have to get back to our own origin. If none of us was from the Caribbean and was living in Africa like the bush people, them walk and hunt there every day and eat onion and them thing they see on the internet. When one of the man them ask the man, who are them God? He say the sun, the moon, and nature. So you tell me, say, him a born in the bush or got hell go burn up? Because him don't believe in Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I once believed in Jesus. And I've traveled the world and I've seen a lot of things. Things I will never even repeat. I mean, I'm born out a man Jesus. But we want the right name and we want the right skin color. Give me black one then, me worship him with you. As long as they look like me. You don't know. So if you want me come to my church, come clap with you this time, take off a white man off a cross and give one black. I mean, I make you know. Take off a white man off a cross and give one black Jesus. We don't want the white man no more. Because I'm not going to bow down to no more white man and worship him, thinking that he's the God. He's not God for me. Give him back my black God. And then I can carry offering pan come. Me chew, rap me the way there.
You
Work with the rap there. You get what I say?
yeah.
It's just the lies behind these things. They just get tiring over time. Because they just have people that run up and down in their box like a freaking hamster.
Mm-hmm.
And as time progresses, the church is getting smaller because people are waking up. That's why parties are more filled. And they say real more ungodly anything. If God get the insight to make music and a sound box and bath suit and rum cup and alcohol, that time is all them things I will make.
Mm-hmm.
Just evil. Then why not put in the head? Because if want to have some form of fun. Wildlife a beat the left, right, and center. Come the party over, one you go junk, you go have a hangover that had one done problem. You have to go buy gas, you make up a drop on, you fall, your eyelash will start tear down. So Anarchy, I go put on back the next eyelash again, I make back next $1,500. All these madness we say I go under the earth, you know. It's just to keep our mind sane and occupied. Like a
Mm-hmm.
man in a solitary confinement and see how long him stay sane for. Because you have mad people in a violent, you know, but they're insane because there's no physical contact or connection with the wider world. Now, say that to say this. Love to all Christians. My brother and sister them, me not beef with uno. It's a doctrine that surrounds the church. We need to find our real gods, the real name for our gods. And it is so sad that when a black man lash out against a black god, the same black people turn against the black people. But yet still, the hypocrisy lies amongst the church. You see all these things. The Bible will tell you one thing, and in the church, you can see it play out. It simply means that the limitations behind words is still limited.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have much weight. But if you believe in our faith, you conform to that faith and you fall in line with the principalities. And that is the reason why people are so imperfect in everything, because we are all imperfect beings. That's why I make sure to tell them, don't look for me sometimes and say, I, like me, no. And a mocking thing. When me started that, I know the true way how to do it. Because there must be a reason why. But when I go take on flesh to some things I don't fully understand. Why is that, uncle? I ask the wise them see me, man. The true me there 32, I'm not fully wise with everything yet. So yeah,
And you know
man.
what? That's the thing where people say, "Oh, you're not supposed to question nothing. Don't question God." So when you said the blasphemy, I remember growing up and same thing. Don't
Yeah.
ask those questions, but questions were made to be asked. But I find Jamaica is deeply religious. Growing up in Jamaican roots, always religious, everything. Yet we're
But
still dealing with violence, abuse, corruption, trauma, and broken homes. Why do you think there's such a disconnect between religion we preach and the reality people are living?
without religion, the world will be very lawless. Because we're beasts by nature, all of us. So we have to have something to keep us contained. Because naturally, none of us know what we are truly is. Or what we truly is, I should say. I'm chat foolish a while ago. Like none of us know what we truly is, you know? Or are, should say, in a better way. Because we may give ourselves name as human being, but who to tell that we are alien? we are some different thing. We just don't know fully. Because to this day, even the one who give the best advice still trying to figure out what he is or she is. The world is so vast that when I was alive and in life, they'd wonder what happened after death. And if we were so superior, none of us would die. But yet still we are powerful creatures. We have the dominion of many things, to control many things. We see the spirituality. But when you conform to a particular doctrine, it gives purpose. It also sets order. But when that doctrine starts to fail, eventually it will crumble. And I just think it's because most people don't know them history and themselves. That's how we conform to almost anything. We're all sheeps in the long run.
Mhm.
You know? Yeah.
Would you say that religion is a tool to keep oppressed people more accepting to their suffering?
Yeah, it is. Remember, I know, this mechanism was used to bend slaves to believe in something that would actually bring them freedom. And he said that part, the sad part about that is that it will never stop. You look at Yaksta alone can't change it. The people have to wake up for themselves. So it's almost like them always paint an individual who come, because I'm not the first, as a villain. It goes to show how we are as people. When you go to different places, you have different beliefs. But all these mechanisms are tools to keep us from what we truly are, which is a godlike being, a real-born African, the mother and father of the earth, the true supremes of all flesh, the God and the Eden and the Eve gene. Because you have good and bad. You can't have Eve without the Eden. The Garden of Eden is Kundalini energy. Heaven are your head, hell are your heel, River Nile are your backbone. Your body is the Bible. Because that's how you emit the frequency of God through. You praise God through what? Now what I do? Through your body. But then you start to look for God outside. That's why, remember, your thoughts don't come from outside, they come from in your head. And the more you believe in a God, you conform to what you believe in a. So your belief system is also a part of God's system. Your God-like gene. You control how you think, you control how you age. If you eat foolishness, you age faster. If you think foolishness, you age faster. The more happy a person be, is a youth. The youthfulness stand up in him. You have to exude the God frequency to feel God-like. And these are the things that them don't want people to know. So, for me, you can't take the car, because the car and the rear can crash. But you can't crash the essence of a true individual. And that's how I be myself. So, who no one like it, me and this artist fear then. Go find the artist where you like. But you will skip past the truth and go over a man and say, take a bag of Mali and jump, drive over and bridge yourself. And say, man, the biggest thing. Or every woman fear suck bars and body and dog her out and whore her out and me joke her and tell her she and if I call up my phone. You know, come normalize worryism in this man. Go with them the thing, man. I'm tell you. Tell the woman them some different thing now. A fact, 15 years without worrying. We don't want no more worrying. Born worrying song. No more worrying song. Yeah.
That dancehall needs something new.
You mean? And and next thing to few people them will keep and I tell them about to edit. Not tell them to sing for me reggae them. Because you can sing them for your way. Tell about your parts in my own and tell her to chip 2 class in the business. If they want to say my Peter Tosh, so be it. I work with Peter Tosh then. At least stand for something. You know?
It's just like they say, every music is for somebody.
Yeah,
your music is for the people that need to hear the truth and want to hear it and want to change things.
And to be honest, I'm not against the man I'm singing, because I'm not like singing on my artists. More time, it's in a pro box.
Yeah, because you have to fix up that because you have one out, but say you like some of them tune there.
Oh no,
I do.
I don't like some of that. I have things like I feel like my bunks night dark. When that boom, so it come on, man, get mad. That's what I tell you. Yeah, man. I craft.
That's like man. My son. I said, what's your favorite dancehall song right now? Guess. If you guess, maybe a $20, 20 yes. Canadian dollars though.
Yes.
Guess.
Now you like Gully by a Massacre Man?
No. Well, no. One of his all-time favorites.
Ooh, your son?
Yes. He's 15. Think about it.
Damn. Tell me something more you don't know.
Oh, you know. I always say that. I him I get the $20. We're in the car and he's like, Mom, can I play my favorite song? I said, go ahead. Me like, bad bitch. I said, what you know about bad bitch, little boy? You never touch a girl yet. But he loves it.
You never know. You never know. You can't stay there.
Me thinking what I tell me do.
No, man.
And my daughter, she's more the conscious one.
Yeah. But no.
So you see when she heard your song? Yeah, she was in the bathroom and she's like, and I'm like, you need to stop. Don't go school, go say that,
I mean, I write thing them processing, man. Bam. I eat that dumb and I mash up the thing. Bam,
that was different.
Yeah, man.
Now we talk about the gatekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about it a lot, and people, I seen somebody sent a message to you, saying, Yaksta, there's no gatekeepers. You're hungry.
Can't hungry, mother.
I know you can't be hungry for what I want.
No, man, all right, can I want my business and I have 14 different income. And my music does sell. I'm own my publishing. I'm a distribute my own song them. I shoot all of them and most of them cost 800,000 Jamaican dollar. Most, not all. right? Me pay 42 people monthly. Me have my own house. Me have my pro box them on the road. Me no own an iron vehicle like Uno no more. And the one iron vehicle when me get me sell it and buy more pro box.
Mm-hmm.
Me will never ever hungry in a life. You know why? Because me humble enough to climb a breadfruit tree next door and pick them breadfruit and roast them and them. Me talk for the youth them. We're afraid for talk. We're coward. Because them afraid of the one them up at top. Yeah, remember them don't have me as the verse reggae artist. Yaksta is a loose cannon. That's why when I see them a come now with them rhythm, I run with them. I make them know say loose cannon and sing for none of them. All the little young producer them work with who me can work with. Because I not play no hypocrite with none of them no more. I not protect nothing with nobody. And all of my songs them when I put out, and me invest in them and them boss. Every single one of my songs them when I say boss, and me. Do that out of my pocket. My man have to run to label. Me not have to run to the label. Plus my manager named Sarah Burke. If I broke a man, I can ask the manager for your money. So we give me. I mean, I'm not shame, you can't shame me. I mean, beg your money too, you know? If I
Yep.
broke.
You can message me, call me anytime.
Yeah, man, I beg your money. What's in the send me a 2 bills, I'm broke.
Anytime you call.
Yeah, man. I want me to broke. I call my friend them and say, boy, you know, so I don't have money. I'm broke, you know, give me your money. Who have pride in them, and I no pride, man, I no shame. Because that I get to know in a life. I have billionaire friends who got broke and call me and borrow money from me and take months to pay it back. And me tell you straight, so if a man's working, they can never broke. So if a man's planting, they can never broke. If a man's don't live above means they can never broke. You have to know that. Me build my mother house. No fun me build no mother house yet. And I would one song me use and do that. Because you know why? Me never gal out mine. Me never 15, 16 woman. Yeah, man, me look one baby man and body. You know, I back up my money. You know, so that's it work. Yeah, man, I own a girl is and I'm my boss, man. I own a like flashy car. Remember saying that I got some party and my favorite ink pan and I don't care. Because me really and truly just don't care about these things. It really make me be myself. Make me feel myself. But no, I know say boy, look at thing I go on and them I say boy, I'm sure I'm working on my skin and Judith them fit and the stylist them. So me I work with them, I say, all right, just up.
Go and fix up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just work with it and say, all right, I go and work with it now. Yeah, look a bit, not too much.
Look a bit, not too much. So let me
Yeah.
ask you, because everybody wants to know, because we say the gatekeepers are gone because when the old people say that the gatekeepers are the older heads.
Yeah.
But what is a gatekeeper to you? Like, what does a gatekeeper look like?
I really and truly, there's no such thing as a gatekeeper. Because nobody can really gatekeep it, but what people can do is prevent your progress. That's what they call a gatekeeping. When your name comes up in conversation and they bounce it under the rug like you're non-existent. When them talk down on the behalf of your progress, but inject other individuals that are part of their movement when certain things wasn't a point for them. Because me tell you straight, you have a stage show for Cape Town, but because a youth and Cape Town don't deal and put theme friend on it, but him can't move that crowd. That crowd is designed for Cape Town. People don't watch these things. Gatekeeping is when your name come up in greatness and them try to denounce it. Gatekeeper is when a man will pay a man not to play music. Gatekeeper is when them stay in the name. And then them go want to play psychology. But any boy play psychology with me, them know what time it is coming around put none of them. I'm afraid that none of them head up at top. Because I know myself too. I'm done talk my mind already. So who vex. Who want and follow. I chew me attack, I don't know. Lift up and give you them bread for float up in the sky. I'm tell you already. I'm not top say bread for float. I mean, it's right now, be a bread run. Look at I get her now. Every youth that come with them dub plate and I make money. That then I go over there. Bread float right now is the youth them happy. So that's the eye. Yeah.
So you would say gatekeeping is basically they act like they're not doing nothing in front of people's face behind closed doors. They're tearing you down. Behind the scenes, they're stopping you from eating, basically.
You see, my mission is not to real and truly point out a person negatively, but they know the truth. And the reason why I started uproars is because everybody had what to say, but we're so afraid. But here comes the little country boy now. All right, we can use him as a sacrifice. Come sacrifice. Come burn down the place. Yeah, man. And then everybody jump and say, yeah. But they say, as soon as I look at one thing come up with speed, they say everybody comes over and turn on and them sorry. But if you know, I'm not ashamed. I say, if me didn't know, I'm not going either. Because it's not like say, boy, it's not everything is meant for me. I'm not a carpet artist. You might sing carpet songs, but certain things that carpet might conform in don't really align with my principalities. I made the shows, and I've worked with a lot of carpet companies. But certain stipulations that they might prevent is their guidelines that sometimes doesn't align with my beliefs. So before I offend a person, I rather avoid certain things unless it is deemed professional enough to accommodate me. You understand? I mean, I stay same. Yeah, me as a farmer, yes, I may have enough goat and cow and them because I'm plant, but I don't want to like my body come lead me now on box like I just farming alone. Me sing about. Me sing about nice sex to see me sexy woman and them something. Me like woman, you know.
Me
Yeah,
know
me
you
like
love
to the girl.
woman.
Them say, oh, what you talk say? Woman for get money, bread for float in that woman. In that woman, where bag name again? No man, you have a bag with the woman them like man. Me don't remember what the bag name.
Which one? The Birkin
Perkins.
bag?
Yeah.
Birkin bag.
I want to, yeah. Why do you see me impress comes up and give her a piece of bread, man, and she comes and buy some cocoa melon and so? Choo melon, yeah. And them thing that girl them to rock, I want to, you. The girl them to look nice.
Yeah.
I mean, me believes that people for always attire themselves properly, you know. And everything applying to me. Because I'm just a boss by nature. To be honest, the moment you have to give me a task, go dress up, I get vexed. Because I can't bother. Because if I go to me take off a shirt and put on the back, I go lose interest to even go out. You get what I say? So you just take it out and put it there, I just work with me, man. But nothing is as pleasing to my eyes as seeing a woman walking her truth. Because women are beautiful creatures. If them don't feel pleased with themselves, you best believe you're not to do work. Because they're moody. Because they feel like, oh, watch all the girl in the bag now. I'm passing. I mean, I look nice.
I'm gonna have one.
You know, yeah. Someone was like, woman bad mind too, you know. Yeah, man, woman
Yeah.
bad mind to each other, you know. I feel what not joke for each other, you know. So it's like, me just see them thing and me just view it as all right. Yeah, man. But that is life. And most people afraid to be themselves. Yeah, respect. Me not afraid to be myself and press.
And you said you love sing for the woman them and you came out with Roar.
Black woman, you I adore. Love you, me amor. Woman, I'm a queen. Defend you to the core. Do not make it lie.
No, but me have some nice things for girl, man.
But no, me know you have some nice things, but Roar,
Yeah,
when you came out with that, the admiration that you put into the song for black women, why was it so important for you to pour into them?
my mother is
Especially
black.
now in this season.
Because everybody call him and muckers and germs and shit and dog and vomit. My mom's black.
Yep.
My baby mother's them black. All of my high school friends, them, they are black people. Me have white people, yes, I'm a power with. But all my relationship has been with black women. They may tick your brain a little bit, but I also understand how them grow. You get what I say? They're not the worst female in the world. So I try to say, every black woman, hey, me tell you straight too. They know I get on me and start and get dark and I come here, disrupt some other race and about business. You know? Yeah, man, that's some work, man. So they never ramp with my black woman. Them. You just keep anything I say about black woman, stay over there with it. Come and I do this for the clout. I clout them I do it for. Me mean. Me tired them I broke down my woman. Them more woman them to feel powerful to see me. Because me need them to make me feel powerful. When every black woman empty, make me empty. Me don't want sex more empty vessel. I want to know that I go give some bun now. Like I can't be a mother now. I know say boy, if I give the girl a bun and she catch me and she left me, I go feel it. Give me that.
But she beat you too after.
No, she can't beat me, man. I'm mad. No, man, no. She can't beat me at all. I tell you, mama. Yo, you know what? If I tell you the truth, I don't tell me see me Empress and fight me off. But she too short. That I want. I just not have the intention for even damage her. You get me I say? So I just walk away. So if she fling her slippers and lick me, then I look back on her. I say, go ahead. You ain't no match for fight me. You know what I say? We can't give a hate fist. You healthy thump and you know say stand up. 1 or 2 and you're done. So here come go on. Me take you this. I'm gone. But what I don't really tolerate in a no relationship is the disrespect verbally or talking down to. If I'm supposed to lead you, you're not gonna disrespect me as a leader. And then me still adhere to your emotional traumas or your laws or whatsoever you figure out what you want to happen in a relationship. What I can tell you is that when you respect me, I respect you to the max and more. You know?
So I'm glad that you pointed that out though. Because as you see with black women now, you see them not being protected. You see them getting abused online. You see the killings that are happening.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. What do you think? Why is this happening so much? Yes, we know it's a woman I give man bun and like you said, the emotional thing. But why so much more now? Like what is happening?
Because they get too much.
Get too much bun.
It's not even about the bun. Yeah. But now I gotta stop at mama.
Hmm.
If you feel like you're coming to the earth and your woman alone out there with it, let me tell you straight. Your girl will be loyal and meet a guy who have a very intriguing spirit. Because she's also human. What she mustn't do is put herself in the position to be positioned. Pana position. Get what I say? But watch this. I've seen when I know say a man, woman loyal to him. And the moment me and I get for reason, and she pick my brain and find something. I've seen scenarios wherein as, people have good relationships and them female even meet me. And just based on our reason, you can tell that it's not a bad girl or anything at all, but you're just intrigued by what you come with. And then it lead to a like. But if you don't get yourself, you can destroy next man relationship. Because they're human beings. And people like power. People intrigued by power. Whether 5,000 man follow back at you, or you just have something for offer. Because we're all here to learn. So it's like you have to also know what you take up as a man. Because if you take up a bad girl, expect she to be bad. That's her nature. And if you meet a girl and she have a fear of the next man, sadly, you have to leave. Because woman just conform to her next man. So she have to like something. To move on to it. And she have a plan her escape. So if you stay, the respect not gonna be the same ever. She not gonna say in the same light. Cause one, she don't want to lose what she have, But then she say, what me do this and him stay. Say the boy is soft though. Because I've seen it. Woman like to have a challenge. So real and truly when time in my relationship, me tell her what she can do. Yeah, man. Because I'm a woman. Remember, you for me, I'm a watcher. You tell me, watch me, watch her, tell my woman. I call my man, tell my woman, say I love my woman. I remind her, say I love her. I'm my woman, If you a friend can go tell me, say, I eat that. Yaksta, your girl don't understand me jump in my car and drive, go look. You can't stay there. Me and them man there. Oh, why you can't stay? Me not impress man, impress me then acting. If me love me, just love you and I just saw you go. Me a human being first. Yeah, man, I'm not put on a show for nobody. Me not come go like me the hottest and the toughest man in the world.
So before we talked a little bit about you being depressed, if you could say something to black men right now, they're feeling depressed,
Mm-hmm.
relationship problems, they find
Yeah,
themselves in a situation where they have to put their hand on the woman, or they just need a word right now to feel empowered and start their healing journey. Because like we said, they don't get to heal.
yeah,
If a man says they're healing or expresses something that they're going through, women automatically label them as soft. A man, a real man. What would
yeah.
you say to them right now?
You see, if a woman doesn't understand your pain as a man, that's not your woman. A true woman understands that a real man also needs resting. He also needs you to mother him. Remember, if he has a man wife, you become one with him, His pocket is yours and the intention to make sure that the home is always stable. So your intention is to make sure that you always have the machine, which is the man working, fully polished, functional, and going forward. But I'm also cognizant of the fact that mothers also goes through the pressure of, bearing kids and rearing the kids. It is not an easy task. Because sometimes having my daughters, the two baby them, for 10 minutes, it's so tiring. For me as a man, imagine a mother who have them for years. So it's almost like me still understand that. But for the youth, them want to go through certain things, my brother. Sadly, certain battles have to fight on your own. You have to learn how to hold certain cries. And also make sure you have good friends who you can talk to. A person who now go feel and truly, judge you based on the experiences that may go through. Certain battles have to fight alone. Certain chats you have to walk alone. But more importantly, you have to love self enough if you know that every single thing that you're going through is temporary. Yeah, man, you have to find a solution for every one of your problems. That's how I dealt with it. Maybe the next person can get a different, point of view.
I love that. This season's called Legacy by Choice, Chosen, Not Inherited.
Mhm.
What does that mean to you personally when you hear that?
Well, it is self-explanatory, because we're all legacies. We have somebody's legacy. our mother and father legacy, our ancestors' legacy. And we're chosen by choice because we're here. So I think there's a universal construct that people want to narrow down to a narrative to fit a particular narrative. But legacy doesn't really mean inheritance of material. It's also life. Me and your legacy queens. Yeah, talk so man. So that's
Thank you. I love that.
Yeah.
Your legacy.
Yeah, man.
When people speak about Yaksta years from now, what do you hope that they will say you protected?
What I know they will say is a madman from country. You know, come to the most of that. And them cost be a bad word, can I have it? But it's going to be a mixed thing still. But I know, you know, more importantly, I will be the voice that change a lot of things. And I know my power, I know my prowess. And really and truly, the acting days when I have to put on, you know, a facade to walk on screen to please an audience is over. I'm being myself 100% unapologetically so. The same stammer youth who talk fast, who try the best not to start up on an interview, and me. Yeah, man.
You did good today.
Yeah, no, actually, you know, so I go on. If I stamp on the ground and spin up me two of them, you know, so I go on away. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And what do you refuse to pass down to the next generation?
The ignorance that was taught to mine. I want the next generation to be much more powerful, to be in power, people in power, a generation in power. Because all who they put in power is not fit for power. They're powerless people. They are individuals who understand the system, understood the assignment, executed it well, and became rich. But the morality of most of these individuals is second to none because they don't have the heart of the people. They use the art of the people and then give them ART and CRAFT and call it politics so that them can benefit. And I'll make it catch the same way. Yeah, man, hold it by time to buy promises. So for the next generation, I want them know that when they know yourself, nobody else can fool you. Yeah, man.
This generation, the next generation knows that for sure. We see that. I see that, and I know that. I have a little small game for you. I'm just going to shoot out maybe some questions or some phrases. Don't overthink. Just say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready, man.
Biggest industry illusion.
Revival camp.
One thing Jamaican men hide too much.
I'm side chick.
I knew you were going to say that. Most dangerous thing about social media.
Comment section.
A lyric you wish people understood more.
Pussy cloud Jesus now come save me.
One thing you protect at all cost.
My woman I'm pitting them.
What humbles you fast.
You know, so to be honest, I hope I think I'm fast though. I want to give up a custody. I want to give up on sign up. Yeah, I'm tell you why. The first thing, learning about my faults and accepting them. The most important one. Because I couldn't accept my faults at first. Yeah, man. That humbled me the biggest. Yeah.
Love that. One thing people misunderstand about Yaksta.
Just the motion of the music that I emit. You know? Pines I try to get across most time. Yeah.
Love or loyalty.
Loyalty.
What does legacy feel like?
Watching my kids them grow happily. You know? Yeah.
Legacy is not always about what a man leaves behind. Sometimes legacy is what you refuse to become. And maybe that's where healing begins. Yaksta, you are a living legacy.
Yeah, man, give thanks to that, man.
You are a living, breathing legacy because we think, oh, legacy is the fashion, legacy is the glitz and glamour, like legacy is the money. But legacy is your voice, like you said to me in the beginning.
Yeah, man.
Legacy is how we choose to show up and the messages that we choose to deliver. And you choose to deliver a powerful one.
Yeah, because really and truly, that is me, you know? He's a fun person. He's also a pensive individual. I'm always deep in thought. But if people know me, then they always know I'm a fucker man too. Like, I go for it a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Chop my friend them and call them and do something. Like this normal things that people do, as grown as we be. Let me tell
Yeah.
you. But enough people don't know that about me, you know? But yeah, it's me that and yeah, me still part me same old friend them, me and them go bush same way, we go river, we cook. We do all these things, Empress, you know?
Now, you said when you sang the return song, you were drunk, you were high. You didn't even know you were going to sing it like that. I'm going to challenge you right now, okay? I want you to feel your frequency, feel your energy, and drop us something that you're feeling right now. Drop us a song.
Let me show you what I mean to you. Your mouth think when you wake up, me still kiss your boo. No like nobody west know what you think you do. Sound like a old fucking chuck up a hilly road. Me breed you one time and you kill the youth. And from that me start pre everything you do. Yet you locked in like the clip in my gun. Come a girl, me touch up your front. Woman, you look good, my darling, good, my darling. You love me up good, my darling, good, my darling. So, girl, I'm into you. Oh, oh, oh. Girl, I'm into you. Oh, 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 oh. Hey. Halle Berry in her prime. Girl, that's so cute you look. But why you have to burn up every ass food you cook? You do at one chain, so remove two and off. It's up said the devil have to lift up on your poke, but you hold down the bush bunny boo, that is you. Prize and priority. Future with you. You are the boss. I go build you a face. Any man go this to your girl. That is a promise. Woman, you look good, my darling. Good, my darling. Chuh. You love me up. Good, my darling. Good, my darling. Hey, and I'm into you. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, man. I didn't think let me sing, man. Reality.
There you
You
have
know.
it. Guys, Yaksta on the Life Deceit platform. King, thank you for the work that
Love.
you're doing. Thank you for who you are.
Yes, I.
Listen
Blessings,
to what
Queen.
people say. Judith
Yeah.
and Sharon will never stray you wrong. And your friends, if they love you, they're going to encourage you so you continue to
For
grow.
real.
But don't
For real,
change
man.
the parts of you that speak the truth because it's for the next generation. If I pass away today, I would love to know that my kids have somebody to listen to that's
It always
honest
is,
and
man.
true.
Lovely queen, man. And I do appreciate love that as well, you know. Coming from a black woman, because really and truly, my Hannah one is still a queen. No, I understand it now. I love black woman, you know. I get excited that Mr. Black woman in the life. I love when still, you know, understand. It's because I know the trauma we go through.
Yeah.
I'm just want to make you know this street, Empress. Regardless of how hard it might be, don't stop kick down doors. And if they don't have a balls, get some balls. I make some boy know it's another playtime. People are like coward. They have a bad now this. Hear that, my Empress.
Yes.
I'm come learn that the same way. So I'm tell her as is. Me not pretty up nothing. I make it sound like I don't know. Interview nothing. You have to just rough, real, and raw, and be authentically you. Don't change for nobody. Stand pan where you stand pan and believe in what you believe in. I'm tell you straight. Get up a morning time and dream about the platform, the pan TV or America TV or anyway, with the whole thing set up and millions of people are watching. I'm going to dream about that every single day. Because it happen. The pass and the blessing from my heart to you. Blessings for your journey, me Empress. Seeing? And Jah love. I don't know, me love the same as a black woman.
Thank
Love
you,
and
King.
guidance. Seeing?
Thank you so
Every
much.
time,
And
Queen.
enjoy the rest of your
Love.
day. There you have it, guys. That was our exclusive interview with Yaksta himself. A lot of times we see people have their own opinions and they sing truth, they sing music, they are artists. But yet again, we chop them down because it's almost like in this society today, we're not allowed to have our own opinions and beliefs without you attaching anger and hate to us. Just because somebody has their own beliefs doesn't mean that they are hateful. We're in a generation right now that we need to start speaking up. We need to start re-educating ourselves, our children. Legacy in real time is now the things that we're building, the things that we're speaking life, so that the next generation can come up and have these tools that will sharpen them, that will empower them. Thanks for tuning in with me. Guys, if you have not gone to check out Yaksta or you don't know him, go and check out his Instagram page. It's below. Go and listen to his music on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Listen to it. Don't just hear it. Listen to it, hear it, listen to it, and understand it. Don't just close your mind off because you just listen to a whole bunch of other YouTube or TikTok videos and social media that are saying that he's this person without getting to know him. Take the time to get to know people before you just chop them down because of what they said, or the music that they're delivering, or the art that they draw, or the book that they wrote, or the TV show that they were in. Let's take the time to really dissect a song, dissect a book, dissect a post, because some of these things are just poetry. Some of these things are real art that you have to pull apart and say, okay, what did you really mean by that? And now this generation now, we're learning, and I'm learning, because growing up I used to hear saying a bad word is wrong, don't do that. But it's an expression. Sometimes I say, oh shit. And then I feel guilty. Why? Because society tells that we can't do it. Or we say, oh F. It's an expression. That doesn't make us bad. But how we choose to live our life and honor who we are and show up and love, that matters. That is a part of building your legacy. Legacy is not about material things and just money. It's who you are, how you show up, and the things that you do, and how you speak into the atmosphere. Just because something sounds angry doesn't mean that it's wrong. We've been labeled as angry for way too long because of the way that we express ourselves. Oh, you're angry. Oh, something's wrong with you. Just because somebody expresses themselves a different way does not mean that there's something wrong with them. Guys, I want to thank you for tuning in with me today. Thank you for tuning in with me and Yaksta, getting to know the man behind the music, who he truly is and what he truly represents, and why now. So thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you for continuing to support the platform. Please, before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, or share it with somebody that you know would love to watch it. Until next time, I'm Jen Simpson, and this is Life's Deceit, Season 4. Legacy by choice, chosen, not inherited.
Everything and with them I fi copy. Rewrite history, but we still never forgot it. Me God look like me, he me a raffin happy. Tell the Vatican fi hold back them copy. Stinking down pressers who no soon fall. Still I see I praise and no rope all. Who no trick the ghetto youths for walk and choose all. Then test on no agendas pan the newborn. New FB a slave, get them school wall. Without a direction, so you're full time. No true witch and peace and a use arms. No feel when everything.